To complete and finalize the story of our trucking business, I thought I would kind of summarize what transpired as we grew our business. Now, we started, like I said, in 1987. I started as a package van operator, and I did that for 6 months, and then I was able to get the line haul. Now, I started my truck, my very first truck. I paid $5,000 for it. It was a used 1982 International cab over single axle tractor trailer truck. I did that. I spent about $500 painting it. A good friend of mine helped me paint it, and he was later one of my drivers. I think I mentioned that earlier. Gerald Richardson. He was good at painting, and he and I painted my truck. And then after that, my second truck, to give you some ideas of how much expense there was and everything and growing the business, my second truck, I bought a used truck from Carolina Freight, and that truck cost me $10,000. I paid $10,000 for that truck. It was a newer truck. It was a better truck, but it came at a very good price. I paid $10,000 for it, and I thought I got a real good deal. It was low mileage, and it did me very well. And then, as we progressed, and I got a third truck, and I don't remember the price on it. But then, after we moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, this was probably in the around 92, I think it was 92, 93. I purchased two brand new single axle Mack trucks, and they had the 300 engine in them. Great trucks. I wish I still had them in a way. They were good little trucks, 10-speed, and did a great job. I kept them for a couple years, traded them in on some 95 Mack trucks. I bought two more Mack trucks, bought two sleeper tandem Mack trucks, and they did me a great job, and we kept them for a number of years, and did real well with them, and I still really enjoyed it. And then in 98, I believe it was, we bought we traded those in and got three more. We got three more Mack trucks. I had to get my bearings straight. We got three new Mack trucks, and we got two that were a Vision and one that was the older CH style. To give you for instance, now that CH Mack, that 90, I believe it was a 98 model, we kept it until 2 years ago. We kept it just about forever, it seems like. It was a really good truck. We put 3 million miles on that truck. We overhauled it twice and put 3 million miles on it, and we sold it, and last time I checked, it was still running. It was a great truck. It was a great truck. So you can take these things and you can really work with the business. And then after like I said, just kind of summarize what we did. After we got up to about 5 trucks, and FedEx was starting to let us open up with buying other contractors, we started expanding at a fairly good pace. My wife had retired as a school teacher, and we started buying up other contractors. With the first contractor, I think it was 4 trucks he had. Then we bought up a couple small contractors, just had 1 truck. There was two different individuals that we bought out that just had 1 trucks. Then we bought another individual that had 4 trucks, and we did real well with that. And then one of the contractors, you may have heard me mention the guy that helped me paint my first truck, Gerald Richardson, or Jerry, we call him. I don't want to say Jerry because some people confuse him with the guy that owned the Panthers. Not the same guy, but his name was Gerald Richardson, but we called him Jerry. And he also became a contractor after driving for me for several years. He became a contractor in the early 90s. And then about 15, 16 years later, he had grown up to about 4 or 5 trucks, and I bought him out also. He was ready to retire. He was about my age than I am now, and he was ready to retire. And as a lot of you know, a lot of you don't, but I'm going to explain this. During this time, right about 2017, I bought a Napa Auto Parts store. As you see, the little Napa store, the hat I'm wearing here, it's Cherryville Auto Truck Parts. It's a Napa store. I bought the local Napa store to supplement what I was doing and to kind of complement, I guess, not supplement, but complement what I was doing in the trucking business. I was able to buy my parts wholesale, give myself a great deal as a Napa dealer, selling to myself in my trucking business, and was able to obtain parts and everything for my trucks at a better price. So it was a complementary business, you might say. Now that business I still own. I still have that business, and we're still working that every day just like normal. But we sold our trucking business this past October of 2020, and we finally got everything finalized in February of 2021. It takes a little while, going through the lawyers and all the transition with FedEx. We finalized everything the first week in February. So this is why I'm putting out these videos, and I hope you understand. But we grew the business to a multi-million-dollar business. We were, for the past 8 or 10 years, we've been making in the millions, and I'm telling you this not as a bragging situation, but as a situation of how to grow the business. It was a multi-million-dollar business for multiple years after I got up to a certain level. So once we got into making good money in the I would say that we probably cracked $1 million a year. Probably early on in the early 2000s. So for the past 20 something years, it's grown pretty good. I'd have to actually have the records in front of me, which I don't. But when we were down to about 5 trucks, we grossed over $1 million then too. But then it started growing and growing and growing, and when we got up to 25 and 30 trucks, it was really good. And then, like I said, some people may or may not know, this past August 16th, I had a heart attack. It was a mild heart attack, but they found 4 blockages, and they had to do a quadruple bypass surgery on me. So it was a life-changing event. And then my doctors, of course, told me that I was type A personality, that I was dealing with too much stress, and that I should reconsider some things. So it was a very life-changing event for me, and my wife and I had to look at everything. I will be 70 years old this coming year. I know I don't look it. But I have to reevaluate. I had to reevaluate what my priorities were in life. And we decided to sell off. We sold off a couple of runs to a friend, and then we had another contractor, knowing that we'd sold off some runs, approached us, and it was a larger contractor. He and his brother contacted us, and they wanted to buy the entire operation. So they bought the entire operation, and that's what has transpired over the past few months. But we're very proud of what we grew as a FedEx contractor, and we're very proud to have gone through this process. But the process is very it works you pretty good. It's not an easy task by any stretch of the imagination, and the workload that FedEx requires now is pretty substantial. So we decided it was in my best interest to go ahead and sell the business, which we did, and go ahead and just enjoy life, and that's what we're doing. So I hope you enjoyed my different parts. I put it in 4 different segments because it can be a little lengthy just explaining some of these things, and maybe somebody might tire and say, well, I don't want to hear any more of that, and get off. So if you do, but if you're interested, and I appreciate it, and I'm easily to be contacted. I've had a lot of people that have contacted me through the years, and especially since I've been on YouTube, wanting to know, and I've been advising and helping and trying to tell people how to start a business with FedEx and how to succeed in the trucking business. And I feel very good about what we've accomplished. And I'm not saying this, like I said, as a person that's bragging about his accomplishments. It's just a more of an explanation, because some people want to hear it. Some people want to hear what we've done. Some people would say, maybe I can do this too. And you can. It's not something that the average Joe can't do. Now, it's competitive, and it takes a lot of work. It's not easy. There's a lot of days in the past, not now, that it seemed like I worked 24 hours a day. So if you're willing to work, and you want to work, and you want to succeed, FedEx Ground is a great company to be with. And I'm going to leave it at that, and I hope you've enjoyed these 4 videos that I've put up, and we'll talk to you later. See ya.